Just auto-focused my lightsaber! So awesome. What? This is not weird at all, right? Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to share with you some product empties. So these are my current product empties. I don't know. These are my product empties and also these. So let's start with these because they didn't fit in this Ziploc bag. So the first three empties are all actually, I think one's a serum and two are face creams. Yes. So the first one I have here is by First Aid Beauty, and this is their daily face cream, and it says it's lightweight and oil-free and safe for sensitive skin. I really did enjoy using this face cream, and I actually used the whole bottle. I love that it's a little pump bottle and it's small enough that if you wanted to bring with you to go somewhere, it's small enough. And the only thing is it doesn't have a cap, but then it also made using it every morning very handy. So this was a very nice face cream. It's very like lightweight. It didn't irritate my skin at all. It worked beautifully under makeup, so definitely would recommend this. The next face cream I have is by Bioderma, and this one is called the Hydrabio. It's called the Light Cream Dehydrated Sensitive Skin Deep Care Generating Hydration. And this one is by the same brand that makes the ever so popular micellar water. So this is a lotion that I haven't actually finished because it expired, and that's when I started using the First Aid Beauty one. But this was also very nice. It works, it's very lightweight just like the First Aid Beauty. And it works really beautifully on dry skin, obviously, but it works beautifully under makeup. And then the serum I have is by La Roche-Posay, and this is called the Rosaliac AR Intense. And this is a localized redness intensive serum. This helps decrease the redness on your skin, and it's a serum, so you put this as your first step after cleansing your skin and before your moisturizer, because it kind of goes like into the skin, whereas moisturizers kind of just sit on the surface. I don't really feel like it made such a huge difference, so I didn't really use it a lot, and I still have quite a lot in here, but again, this one has expired, so I can no longer use it. Okay, all the next items are basically kind of beauty items. I also will do another video soon, and it's another products empties, but it's more like things in the shower, like Bath and Body products. Yeah. So here's the bag of goodies, and I'm just gonna start flinging them out. The first item out of the bag is this Maybelline Dream Fresh BB 8-in-1 Beauty Balm. I think I got this at a L'Oreal sale, and this is in the light medium sheer tint, and I really enjoyed this. It's such a travel friendly packaging. It's like small and it's lightweight, and it was a really good product. Like, I was very surprised at the coverage I got from it. Like, I honestly thought it would be no coverage at all, like just like a moisturizer with some color or something, but this did really well, and I really enjoyed using it. And it also has a SPF 30, so it helps if you are too lazy to do the extra step of sunscreen. So that was a good product. And then along with another Maybelline product is the Baby Lips Dr. Rescue. So this one's a little different from your typical Baby Lips because it's called Dr. Rescue. No, because it says it's a medicated balm. I'm not sure what makes it medicated, maybe menthol. But it smells like mint, and that's what I love about this one. I don't like the fruity scents. Usually with a chapstick, I like a minty chapstick. It has a bit of a, oops, twisting it the wrong way, like pink hue. It's not very opaque or anything. It's just very sheer, but it's there, and I really like this. Also, the packaging is dang cute. Next item I have, is another face cream, but this is like a deluxe sample size. It is also by Bioderma. It is part of the same line as the pink micellar water, and it's like the sensitive line. So this one's called the Soothing Cream Sensitive and Tolerant Skin moisturizes and protects. I also very much enjoyed this cream. It does its job. I mean, I didn't find there was a huge difference between these lotions. Nothing irritated my skin, and they all worked under makeup perfectly well. And then I have, oh, it's like patterns. I have this Shiseido Pureness Blemish Clearing Gel. It's an acne medication that uses salicylic acid, and I did very much enjoy this. I think I got this at the Shiseido sale. Yeah, it comes in like a weird tubular with a tip bottle, but I enjoy using salicylic acid. If you don't want to go into buying like Shiseido because it's probably more expensive, the Clean and Clear Blemish Gel works really well. It's the one that has salicylic acid, because Clean and Clear does make one that has, I don't know what the other ingredient is. I don't think it's benzoyl peroxide, but I think it starts with a B. But yeah, I don't really like that ingredient because it really dries out my skin, but I like salicylic acid more. And to prove that, I actually did finish this little one by Origins, and this is the one that I have repurchased, and this is called the Super Spot Remover, and it is an acne treatment gel that uses salicylic acid, and it's by Origins. I just love this packaging. Well, like the squeezing part, sometimes it squeezes out too much, but it's so tiny and cute, and you can just put it anywhere, wherever you need it. Just a clear gel. You can put it under makeup, over makeup. I'm pretty sure it doesn't make a difference, but I do put it under makeup. Next item I have is a primer, and this is another like sample size one, but this is the Professional by Benefit. I think you've heard a lot about this online. If you haven't, it's actually a really good primer. I like this a lot more, I think, than the Smashbox one that I've tried before, because it kind of, I compare it to the Smashbox one because it has that kind of like silicone feeling, but the Smashbox one irritated my skin a bit, whereas this one is just beautiful. So I would recommend this one, the Professional. Then the next item is another primer. Whoops. And it is another sample size. I've been trying to use up all these like deluxe sample size you get from like Sephora. This one is Makeup Forever Professional High Definition Primer. I think that this works really well, and this packaging is so cute because it's actually a little pump bottle. So usually for these deluxe samples, I like to save them all up and use them if I go on vacation or something, because this will last you like long enough for me because I don't take that long a vacation. And this one worked really well. I usually save this for like more special events, I guess, because it is a more expensive primer. But yeah, it just kind of makes your skin look more flawless, and then when you put your makeup on, it just sits right. So yeah, definitely would recommend. Another primer I want to talk to you about, like you've never heard about this one before, but it's the Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potion Eyeshadow Base. And this is just the like deluxe sample again, and I think this is just the original formula, like there's no color to it. I love the Urban Decay eyeshadow primers. I think I like the NARS one more, but this one is really good. I definitely like this one more than the Too Faced Shadow Insurance, which I'm trying out right now, another deluxe sample size. But this one is good. And I do actually prefer the wand applicators over the squeezy tubes for a primer, just because, I don't know, there's just more control with the wand applicator. And I just find the Too Faced one too liquidy, whereas these ones are more like a, not like a gel, but like a cream. Then the next two items are for your lashes. These are the Tarte Lights Camera Lashes and Multiply Lash Enhancing Primer. So what can I say about the primer? Not much. I'm not a big fan of eyelash primers, not that I've tried too many, but I don't feel like they make a difference. It's just an extra step that I don't need, and it's weird because it like pastes like the white stuff on your lashes. Like, shouldn't primers be black too, so that when I put a black primer on, it kind of mixes it well? Because sometimes I feel like when you put a white primer on, it makes your lashes go white, and then when you put the black mascara on, it doesn't cover the white as much, so then you're left with like white bits in your eyelashes. Or maybe that's from lack of experience of applying mascara, I don't know. But did not like this, was not a fan. I would skip this. but I love this. I've had this before, like the sample ones, because these last me like forever. I think the one I liked is the waterproof one. I think it's called Lights Camera Splashes, because this one's called Lights Camera Lashes. And I really like it. It's just your typical like brush. I don't know if you can even see it, but I just think this does wonders to my eyelashes and it holds very well. I have a bunch more mascaras and eyeliners in here, so it's gonna be kind of repetitive. Oh, but I did find a lip balm. This is the Carmex lip ointment and I love this stuff. I swear by it. I mean, if you want a cheap lip balm recommendation, just go to anywhere and find this. It's such a old school kind of brand that you'll find it anywhere. And it also comes in tubs or in tubes, and I think they also make it in stick form now, but I like these squeezy tubes the most. What can I say? I think my grandma introduced me to Carmex because that's how good they are. But if your lips are chapped and you need something and everything else isn't working, just pull out your Carmex. It's trusty enough and it will always work. And I think this is supposed to work for like cold sores too. So, you know, if you have cold sores, maybe try some of this. Hey, I have some mascaras to talk to you about. Let's start with one of my favorites from the drugstore. This is the Maybelline 1x1 Volume Express Waterproof Mascara. I absolutely adore this mascara. It's usually the one I'll always get if I need to repurchase a drugstore mascara. I think one of the things is that I really like its brush. It's one of those like silicone-y rubber brushes, like not your typical like bristly brush. And they're like close enough together that they kind of don't clump my lashes together, so that's good. And I like the waterproof formula. I don't think this is too wet nor too dry. It's kind of like the perfect formula right out of the bottle. You don't have to wait for it. So this is what I would recommend from the drugstore. Next up, more expensive mascara, but this is a deluxe sample size again. And this is the Benefit They're Real Mascara. This one has like a plasticky kind of one, but this is good. I love this mascara. I would compare it to the Tarte Lights Cameras Flashes or Splashes one. This is a really good mascara, but I don't want to pay the price for it, so I usually just use the sample sizes, and then I'll buy the Maybelline one if I have to put money out. Then I have this one, also from the drugstore, Maybelline Illegal Length. I wasn't a fan of this mascara. The wand is kind of like twisty, curvy, and it didn't really work for me. I know like mascara is kind of like, for me, it's a very personal thing. I mean, what works for you might not work for me and vice versa. So I just wasn't a fan. It just felt dry and it didn't really do anything to my lashes. It just kind of like, you put it on, it's like, what's the difference, you know? Like, I didn't really need to waste money to buy this to put it on. It didn't do anything for me, so there you have it. Okay, I have another drugstore mascara. This is the Almay One Coats Get Up and Grow Mascara. It's the one that comes in this white packaging. I think this was a recommendation from Emily Noel Video Broadcast on YouTube, and I really like it, actually. It's kind of like voluminous. It has a kind of typical bristle kind of applicator, but it like curves in, which you think wouldn't work, but then it did work. So this is really good. This is like the opposite shape of the Maybelline 1x1 or something, but I still really like it. The formula is at the right consistency that I like. It's not too wet because I can't work with that. It's not too dry because then that will flake off. So this is good. And another one is this one by Estee Lauder. It is called the Sumptuous Extreme Lash Multiplying Volume Mascara. And it comes in this gold and blue tube. It's kind of heavy. And it has this like long, and it kind of goes like into like a smaller cone shape at the top, but not that dramatic. And I did not like this because I didn't like the brush. It just didn't work for me. It was way too big for like my small eye, and it was hard to like work in there, and it kind of like clumped my lashes together because it just has like bristles that are like a regular kind of spoolie. I don't know how to explain it, but I just wasn't a fan of this mascara. It didn't do anything for me. Next, I have this Cargo Blu-ray mascara. Oh, this one is fun because it comes with like a comb applicator. So Oh my goodness, I can't pull this out. No, it's just taking the stopper out with it. There we go. It was good when it worked as I would say this is more like a second step mascara for me. Like I would put on whatever mascara I liked at the time, and then I like to go in with this kind of like a lash comb, but at the same time you're putting on more mascara, so you're layering it. But that was it. Like, I don't think I really like this as a primary mascara. It was more like a secondary mascara. And then the last mascara I have today to talk about is by Kat Von D. I don't even think if she makes this one anymore. Whoa. Oh, dear Lord. I thought that was like melted plastic, and then it's mascara on me now. So we'll just work with it. This is Kat Von D, and it is called, oh my goodness, if I can read this small, I feel like I've seen your eyes. High Frequency Mascara in Techno, which is which is blue. If I can open it. And when this mascara was alive, I friggin' loved it. I didn't use it a lot because, I mean, this was bright blue. Like, when you wore it and layered it on, people saw you were wearing blue mascara. It wasn't like other mascaras you would try that like you thought was blue, but only in the sunlight, otherwise it wasn't blue anymore. This was bright blue, and it was beautiful. Upsetting part is that it was an expensive mascara, seeing as it was from Sephora, and it didn't last long. Like, this died so quickly. Like, it died so ugly too. Like, the brush is all mangled, and the mascara, nope, nothing is good about this. It was beautiful when it lasted. I mean, if you were to use this every day, I mean, it might be worth it, but occasionally, I mean, if you really want blue eyelashes, then definitely this one. Otherwise, no. And I don't even know if she makes this anymore. I felt like I got this on sale at Sephora, but I have no idea. I just need to clean my hands. Be right back. Okay, the next items I have that are my empties are, I believe, all liquid eyeliners, because a girl's gotta have her liquid eyeliner pens. I have from very affordable drugstore to more expensive, but not anything too luxury, I would say. Okay, let's start with what I think is the cheapest one, which is probably the e.l.f. waterproof eyeliner pen. What can I say about this? It is very nice. It works very well. It's very affordable. I just think the packaging is so ugly. I know. That's me packaging. But this works really well. I haven't made an e.l.f. order in so long, so I haven't repurchased this. But, what else can I say? It's just not as dark as I would like it to be. The one that I really like is the Stila one, which is coming up in my pile. I have two of them in there, actually. And it's just not as dark or as long lasting as the Stila one that I like. So this also gets a thumbs up, but it's just not as good as like a 2 thumbs up over there. So if you don't have money to spend on an eyeliner, just get this one. It still works. It's really good value for its money, but the Stila one is better. I think I read somewhere someone said that that was a dupe for the Stila one, which I don't think so. It's just not as good. The Stila one is just like whoosh, whoosh. The next one is one of my all-time favorite drugstore eyeliner pens, and this is by NYC. It is called the High Definition Liquid Eyeliner. I think this costs around like $3.50. It's so cheap, it's so good that I haven't even tried like any other really drugstore brands like the L'Oreal's or the Revlons. I do have a Revlon one I'm using, but I think I prefer this one more. I really like is this called like the pen nib or something? It's just very like, it's sturdy enough, and it doesn't go all effed up like the Stila one does, which is the only downside to the Stila one. And this thing seems to last like friggin' forever. Like, I've had this forever. I bought more as backups, but maybe I didn't need to because this lasted so long. So this one is definitely a top recommendation from the drugstore. It's just so cheap, you can't go wrong. It's like, and it's so accessible. It's not like the e.l.f. one where I have to order it online because I can't find it here. I think Old Navy has started carrying e.l.f. in Canada, but we don't have a Target anymore, so this one is the one. Next eyeliner I have is one that they don't make anymore, but I'm still going to talk about it just because I love this so much. It is called just called eyeliner. It's by the brand Kate, and I bought it from Sasa in Hong Kong when I was there. Oh, wow. It was a long time ago. Now it's like 2016, so that was 4 years ago, I think. I think I went in 2012 or 2013. I think it was 2012. This one is amazing because it has the 3 prongs. It's kind of like that Too Faced one, but after loving this one so much, and I think this was around like $10 Canadian at the time, I went out and bought the Too Faced one after I finally finished this, and I returned it right away. It just wasn't as good as this. This is so good. The Too Faced one, the Too Faced one was just too liquidy, kind of like all meshed together and didn't do anything, whereas this one was like your regular eyeliner pen but with 3 prongs, and it worked beautifully. It wasn't like too wet, because I don't like my eyeliners too wet, but it wasn't like dry or anything. But this just was like the perfect, and it just helped me make like not really a wing, but kind of like a wing, and it kind of cheated that way. That's why I held on to it for as long as I could, but it's definitely dead now. Like, there's no use for it. But I love this, and every time my uncle goes back to Hong Kong, I ask him to get it, and they don't make it anymore. So sad. But yeah, I love this. Then next up, I have a NARS eyeliner pen. As you can tell, I love myself some eyeliner pens. So this eyeliner pen is called eyeliner pen because it just says eyeliner, stylo. And then it's in the color Nuit Blanche. Nuit Blanche? What? I don't get it. Anyway. There's no other writing on this. Okay, I'm sorry. But this is what the tip looks like. Got kind of gross. But this one is not as good as the other eyeliner pens I have used. I think I got this in a kit, so I don't really know how much I paid for it. But I'm assuming it's going to be overpriced for what it is. I mean, I would definitely recommend the MIC HD eyeliner instead of this one. It just worked better. It looked better. It lasted longer. This one it's not like terrible. If you're like into NARS and you want to use all NARS makeup or whatever, then sure, go ahead and buy this one. But I mean, there's better stuff for less money, so I would go with the other one. Then my all-time favorite eyeliner pen is the Stila Stay All Day Waterproof Liquid Eyeliner. This is so good. I have 2 used ones. The cons of this eyeliner are it's expensive for eyeliner because the NYC one's $3.50 and this is like, what is this, like $30? $28? I don't know. And this one doesn't seem to last as long as all my eyeliner pens. It dries up so much quicker. And the other thing is that the tip, well, this one looks pretty okay, but the tip goes all like stringy and weird, and I almost want to like cut it off, but I feel like that'll ruin it, so I don't. And I just kind of like live with it and clean it up with my tweezers or something. But yeah, that tip gets all weird and fuzzy. But other than that, I love this eyeliner pen. Like, it is so good. It's what people say about it, it's true. It's that good. It's very black. It stays all day. I mean, it's good stuff. So that is all for my makeup empties today. I hope you enjoyed this video. I have no idea how long it's going to be. If you did, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you'd like. I would thank you so much, so much, so much. So thanks again and have a nice day. I forgot to mention, if you're wondering what this is in the background, it's my beautiful sparkly kimono that I wore for New Year's. And now I have no other occasion to wear it for. Maybe it'll be traditional to wear this every New Year's. Am I out of focus already? Did I move my chair? I don't know. Oh, by the way, I'm wearing black lipstick. Do you like it? It's by Kat Von D, and it is called Witches. It's like the liquid lipstick that everyone is using, apparently. I'm not a big fan of liquid lipsticks. It's a little dry, but I haven't found any other black lipsticks that are easy accessible as this one, so